Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David, and you want to know how to start getting gigs as a magician. How do you promote yourself and begin to become a working pro? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Last time we were together, I uploaded a video of my set list. I was out in the field and I shot a video straight from the venue that I was at, and I got some questions about how do you do that? How do you promote yourself? How do you get gigs? And how do you start that whole process? So I wanted to answer that. And let me just start by saying I am not a paid professional. I'm not a paid professional. But why would I give you advice then? Why would you take my advice? Well, I'll tell you, because I do have a side job. I do have a side job, and I have a working career, right? And I have a second income. So I am a person who has started their own business and has been running their own business on the side for quite a while, and so is my wife. My wife runs her business out of our house. She has her own independent business. She has employees. She's a CEO of her own company, and she's been making good money from her side business. So between the two of us, between my wife and I, we know a lot about working for yourself and how to promote yourself. And I've done a lot of reviews for products about promoting yourself and turning magic into a career. So I do have the knowledge, right? I do have the knowledge and I do have the experience. And so I'm gonna try to put those two things together for you, okay? And hopefully help you start this process as well. But let me start with this, and this is my first thing, okay? Make sure this is really what you wanna do, okay? A lot of people love magic, right? We love magic, and it's our hobby and it's our passion, but make sure that what you want to do is to begin to turn magic into a way to make money, because it's very possible that you'll be disillusioned, and it's a lot of work. And so one of the reasons why magic is fun for many of us is because it is a hobby and it's something that we enjoy. Working is not always something people enjoy, right? And what you're asking is you want to turn something that you love into work, right? You want to make a career out of it. Well, it's not just going to fall in your lap, right? Money is just not going to rain down from the sky. In fact, at the very beginning, it's going to be like pushing a giant rock up a hill. It's going to be like pushing a train up a hill without an engine, right? Just pushing it and making those wheels turn and getting momentum and getting going. It's going to take blood, sweat, and tears. And so there's a lot of companies that have started and failed because somebody thought, well, I'll turn my passion into a way to make money. I mean, it's everybody's dream, right? It's everybody's dream, absolutely. So, I mean, you and I, we're not the first ones to think of this, right? So spend some time, especially after this video, right? Spend some time thinking about, is this really what I want, okay? Because I bet you most of us will probably enjoy just doing this for fun and doing this as hobby. All right, so the question is twofold, right? Twofold. How do you promote yourself and how do you get gigs? Okay, so I'm gonna break those down into two separate things. So how to promote yourself. How to promote yourself. You need to go old school and you need to go new school. Basically, I'm saying nothing is off the table. Nothing is off the table, all right? You are gonna try everything you possibly can. You're gonna throw everything at the wall to see what sticks, okay? So don't think to yourself, well, I'm not gonna do business cards because those are old school. No, do business cards, all right? That's first and foremost. Do business cards, get them designed. Don't make them yourself. Don't print them yourself. Don't get them from that cheap business card company, all right? Everything you put out represents you and your brand. Everything you put out. So if you're holding your business card or you're looking at your Facebook page or you're looking at your Instagram page, you need to ask yourself, if I were the customer, would I hire me? Okay? It has to look good. It has to look professional, which means you're probably gonna have to hire somebody to make your business cards. Yeah, you have to pay. You'll have to pay for it. But you want them to look good because the customer is gonna take that as their representation of you and your brand, and everything you put out has to be something that represents you to the best of you, okay? So whether it's website, and these are all things that I suggest you get. Website, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, especially anything that's a free platform. Anything that's a free platform, get one and make sure it works for you. Try to get all of your URLs to end the same way, right? Like my name's David. You don't want one to say Magic David and the next one to say, well, I'm Magician David at Instagram, but I'm Magic David on Twitter, and I'm David the Magic on Facebook, right? That doesn't work. You need they should all be the same. So like if you look at my social media links, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they all are all just Magic Orthodoxy, right? That's it. It never changes. I could write @ Magic Orthodoxy, and it includes all of my social media links. So you want to make sure it's the same, okay? Make sure it's the same so people can remember it, and put that on your business card. Because yes, social media is more relevant than a business card, but the business card has the social media link on it. And you can make it as cool, as hip as you want. Like if you want to put one of those scannable URLs, you just say, hey, I have a free magic trick that I can do with you over your phone. Just scan this and you'll see a free magic trick, and hand it to them. Well, now they have your business card, right? Now they have your business card. So along with that idea, my second suggestion is offer value. Offer value. What are the people going to get for their money? All right, think about that. That's a question you have to answer. And don't just say a magician, okay? There's got to be a different answer than that, because there's other magicians out there as well. So what do you offer that they don't? How are people going to remember you? How are they going to pass your name on to their friends? Because you're going to get most of your business from word of mouth. Always. You will get most of your business from word of mouth, okay? Quality and value are what will keep your customers coming back. And yes, they are customers, and that's how you have to think about them. That's how you have to think about every potential person you talk to. You need to offer quality and value, and you should probably write those things down. What are they? What is the quality and value that you offer? How are you going to meet and exceed people's expectations? You should write those down. Third, you got to hustle. You have to hustle. And this is one of the things I was talking about at the top of this video. You have to work. You have to work. This is a business. This is now a business. You are now going into business for yourself. But you're not the boss. You are the boss and the only employee. So you have to act like a boss, right? You have to decide what your employee has to do. And then as the employee, you have to do it. You have to play both roles, okay? And you need to be a strict boss, and you need to be a hardworking employee. You need to be the best boss and the best employee at the same time, okay? So sell yourself everywhere you go. Sell yourself everywhere you go. Expect that when you leave the house, you are going to present yourself as a magician, a working magician. Even though you're not, you're going to present yourself as you are. And that means you're going to do magic for strangers everywhere you go, okay? And you're going to pass out your business card everywhere you go. You're going to go through business cards like crazy. Even if you think, well, they probably won't keep it, or they're probably not interested, give it anyway. Give it out anyway. You are going to hustle, okay? Hustle. Just to give you an idea, you're always going to work at one capacity, right? So let's say you're working here. You're like, this is how much you're working. Like, I am working this much. You're going to see this much in results, all right? Which means if you're only working this much, you're going to see that much in results, okay? You're always going to work way more than the results you get for a while, for a long while. So the more you work, the more you can start bringing this up, okay? And that's going to take hustle. One way to help with hustle, get other people to work for you. Now, you're like, does that mean I have to hire people and get employees? No, you don't have to get employees, but you have friends and you have family members, right? Friends and family members, make sure they have 10 business cards in their wallet, or 5, okay? Or your mom's purse, okay? And you just tell them, feel free to pass out my cards to contacts. Do you know anybody that would hire a magician? Do you work for someone? Do you know somebody that would hire a magician? Let friends and family know that this is what you're doing. Tell people you are starting your own business, and give them cards and have them give out cards for you. And when you see them, ask them, hey, did you give out any of my cards? Do you need more cards, okay? You are going to use the people that you know already in your life to work for you, okay? Word of mouth. Word of mouth is always going to be your best bet. That said, like I said, you're going to try everything you can, so you're also going to make banners and flyers and posters. And I know it sounds old school, I know it does, and it is, but you got to try old school stuff and new school stuff at the same time to see what is going to give you and your community the best results. Which means you're going to walk around with a flyer, and again, you might have to get it designed for you, which means taking pictures of yourself, because just the word magic or magician doesn't work. Like, people need to see what they're getting, okay? And it can't be your high school yearbook picture. Like, it has to be a go get your picture taken, okay? And try to make it, you know, unique and fit your brand. Just you holding a fan of cards going like that, or throwing cards up in the air, and, you know, or a top hat and pulling a rabbit out. Like, whatever image you put out there, that's who they're going to hire. So make sure you have a good, you're working on marketing. So you're gonna print this flyer out, okay? Print this flyer out, and then wherever you go, you're going to ask the manager, is it okay if I put my flyer on your bulletin board? Okay, and 9 times out of 10 they'll say yes, because their bulletin boards are full of old stuff anyway, because no one ever comes and takes the old stuff down. So of course they're usually looking for new stuff. Where could you go to hang your flyer? A gym, a community center, coffee shop, right? There are community centers, like libraries are also community centers. Okay, a library is a good place. Churches sometimes have bulletin boards. Community restaurants have bulletin boards. Assembly halls, right? Nursing homes. Lots of places have bulletin boards. Sports clubs, right? Any large gathering, any festival, put a sticker on your car. Make bumper stickers. Put a sticker on your car. Put a sticker on your backpack. Print it on the back of your shirt. Say, hire me, I'm a magician, on the back of your shirt. I'm dead serious. Any idea that you come up with, you should do it. You should try it. Your crazy, wacky idea might be the one thing that the rest of us haven't even thought of, and you might get a ton of work from it. I have no idea. Everybody's community is going to be different, and you're different. You're unique. So whatever you decide to do, I say do it. Try it. A lot of things you can do and try, and it will start generating wealth for you, and you don't have to do anything else, right? We put one flyer up, that might generate 2 or 3 gigs, okay? So you have no idea, and it's just sitting there working for you while you sleep. So yes, do whatever you can. Last, be clean, be courteous, all right? Again, you are your brand. And so when you leave the house and you're thinking, well, I'm going to go out and see if I can get some gigs, wearing a Van Halen t-shirt and shorts and black socks and flip-flops is probably not the image you want to present. And so that means leaving the house and realizing I am the CEO of my brand, right? And the image that I present when I'm talking to customers is the image that I want them to see. You're going to shake hands, you're going to kiss babies, you're going to smile, you're going to look nice, and you're going to be professional. Do not wait to act professional once you are a professional. Don't say, well, I don't need to act professional until I am a professional. I don't need to act professional until I'm hired. Wrong. You need to act professional 100% of the time and be polite. Be polite. You are in the customer service business. You are in the service industry, okay? So, like I said, word of mouth is what is going to get you hired. All right, so you are also going to read books and take marketing courses whenever you have the chance, okay? So in any downtime that you have, when you're just sitting there out on the beach, or you got that 20 minutes before you go to bed, you're going to read marketing books and you're going to take courses in marketing and selling yourself to further educate yourself, because there are other professionals out there, other voices, and you need them in your head as well. You need to surround yourself with people who've done this before and glean their advice. So here's some resources that I know of. Successinmagic.com. That is a resource that you can use. Successinmagic.com. Books. Here's a book for you. Marketing Magic, A Guide to Getting the Gigs by Stephen Ablett. Okay, so that book, highly recommended among magicians, professionals. You can also look for The Event Magician. All right, go to your favorite magic store, your favorite online magic store, and look for The Event Magician by J.C. Sum. That is also a good resource. Magiccoach.com. Magiccoach.com has a lot of courses and course material that you can look for as well. And Zero to Book Solid in 30 Days by James Munton. Now, this is an older series. I didn't find any active links for this, but I know a lot of people swear by this. If you know where this information is, let us know in the comment section below, but I've heard many people swear by this course. All right, part number 3, how to get gigs. How to get the gigs, okay? So not only are you talking to potential clients, right, but you're also gonna talk to business owners. And business owners are gonna be the ones that would call you and hire you. Now, when my wife goes to places, one of the things she asks for is not necessarily the manager. She doesn't say, hey, can I talk to your manager? She says, hey, can I talk to the person who's in charge of promoting events? Or can I talk to your party planner? Or can I talk to the person that does your hiring, okay? That's a different person sometimes, depending on where you go. So that might be something to ask for. If it was a restaurant, then probably yes, you'd ask the manager or to see the owner, okay? And I know a lot of us think of restaurant magic and birthday party magic as our first two. And I'll definitely recommend those, but I'm gonna give you a bunch of other ideas as well. But first, before you even do that, I'm gonna say, know your market. Know your market, which means try to find out who else is doing magic in your area. Does that mean you're gonna have to go old school and open up a phone book? Maybe. Or do some Google searches. Do some Google searches using your city and state and the word magic and magician and for hire or for parties. Look at places like Gig Salad and see if there are magicians in your area. All right, or look for those online party event websites and see who they recommend for magic in your area. And yeah, check out an agency. Check out Gig Salad. Check out some of those agencies that are in your area, or whatever agency is in your area. Check them out and see what they offer for their value. They might be able to help you find gigs. Talk to restaurant managers, like I said. Talk to managers at venues. Pass out your cards. And then you're gonna clearly explain what you can offer, because you've thought about it. And that means write it down. Write down what you offer so that when you talk to a manager, you can explain it well, okay? And practice. Practice talking to a manager. Talk to your phone and act like you're talking to a manager. And you're gonna explain exactly why hiring you is a benefit, okay? And then show them something. Don't just say you're a magician, right? Show them something and show them your best something. Blow their socks off. It doesn't even have to be a trick that you would do in their environment. It needs to be something that'll work for them and show them how good you are and how professional you are. And then offer them value. Offer all your clients value. Offer to do something for free as a test. Like, hey, you know what? You got an event coming up, I see. Let me just walk around and do some magic for your customers and your clients. And if you like what you see, you can invite me back and we can talk about hiring me on weekends or Saturdays or whatever. And again, you're always gonna be nice and you're always gonna be professional. All right, what are some other places you can go besides kids' birthday parties and restaurants? Because those can be some of the most difficult places to work. Restaurants are loud and kids are hard to control. So even though they're the two most popular, they're usually not the easiest, okay? So I would suggest hospitals. Hospitals are great. You can just walk around and go from room to room. You can just knock and say, excuse me, I'm a magician. The hospital asked me to walk around and do some magic for some people. Would you mind if I walked in and showed you something, okay? A charity event. Look at flyers. Look at events that are coming up and ask yourself, could that event use a magician? Charity event. Local men's groups, local women's groups, car clubs, elk clubs, Masonic lodges, anything like that, right? Clubs, social clubs, frat clubs, okay? Look for clubs. Research clubs in your area. Mail them all your business cards with a link to a YouTube video that explains what you do. Church groups, junior high assemblies, elementary school assemblies. That means you going to schools and talking to principals and passing out your card. Yes, you are gonna hustle. Okay, 2 more that are also tough crowds. Retirement communities. Now, let me just say, retirement communities will love you. They will probably hire you. If you walk into a retirement community and talk to their manager, they will probably hire you. But retirement communities are tough crowds. You have to think about that community and how they receive magic, how they will remember playing cards. Visual magic is probably going to be a lot easier. You won't get people coming up on stage and helping you as much, right? And the same would be said for daycares. Daycares and little preschools probably would love a magician, probably love to hire a magician. But again, working with tiny children is hard, okay? And that magic, that style is very different. Get on the phone. Yeah, you're going to get on the phone and market yourself all the time. When you're not on the phone marketing yourself, you're updating all your social media, and when you're not doing that, you are researching magic in your area and researching and marketing yourself. What's the goal? The goal is private bookings. That's the goal. The goal is to get booked privately for an event. So you're going to a house, going to a mansion, going to a celebrity's birthday party, right? Something like that, where you can start charging what you're worth and you start making a name for yourself as being the guy or the gal in the area. So that would be the goal, right? Getting a privately event booking. Lastly, part 4, don't quit your day job. Don't quit your day job. I know there's so many people right now that are like, I'm gonna work from home. It is so hard and so difficult. You want the assurance of a steady income coming in to keep you going. You need your day job to fund your passion. And you're gonna need that for a while until you get going. Most small businesses like this, they take about 2 years to really start going, which means a lot of hustle, right? 62% of Americans want to work for themselves. You know that? 62% of Americans want to work for themselves and have ideas to work for themselves. Can you imagine if over half of America worked for themselves? It'd be impossible, right? We can't. So that means there are people out there that have the same idea as you, which means you got to hustle more than them if you want to succeed. You're going to try to find your target audience. This is your homework, all right? Find your target audience and then figure out what's the right amount of money that they are willing to pay for that. And look, you can't ask that online. You can't go ask somebody and say, hey, what's a good price? We don't know. We don't know what's right for your area and what you offer and how good you are, right? Obviously, however good you are, you need to charge a little bit less because again, remember, you need to offer value. People need to feel like they got a lot of value for their money, all right? Which means you have to do research, you're gonna have to find that target audience, find out what that target audience is willing to pay, and that takes some time. Look, having a side hustle like this is great, and it can be very rewarding and a lot of fun, and yes, it can generate a second income for you, which is also great, but it's gonna take work. It's gonna take work and time. Expect to have 2 jobs and to be working 2 jobs at the same time. That's everything I can say. Whew, that was long. That was a long video, but I hope I helped you out. And as always, if you have advice yourself for books, courses, tips and tricks, anything else that could help somebody else, if you've learned something and you think I would like to share that piece of information, then we would love to hear it. Put that down below. Let us all know, right? This is what makes the internet a great place. We can put all the information in one spot, help others out, right? Magic is a brotherhood, it's a sisterhood, it is a family. We are all in this together. I love helping you guys, and I'm sure you would love helping someone else. Thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Thanks for those questions. I'll keep trying to answer them. Bye.